Good afternoon. This is the CareGiver Reality Hour, but we're doing a special today at the Breakers Hotel in Palm Beach County, in Palm Beach Island actually, and we've got some special guests that are here for the Moments of Change conference that are involved in addiction recovery. And with us today is Andrew Berkey, and he is a macro social worker, and he's the CEO of Life of Purpose, academically focused substance abuse treatment at Florida Atlantic University here in Boca Raton, Florida. So we want to thank them, and today we have two very special guests. Kevin Dixon, who founded and is president of KD Consulting, and his wife, who is CFO, Jenny Sanders, and we had the opportunity of meeting them a couple weeks back. Paul's known them for a little longer than I have. We had lunch together, got a very interesting background on what they were doing, and so while we're here today at the Moments of Change Addiction Recovery Conference, we're trying to also take advantage of the experts that are here and to try and get some very interesting interviews. Welcome to the CareGiver Reality Hour. Where you're here at the Breakers Hotel, part of the Moments of Change conference. We are very pleased to be bringing a special guest here with us today, Ms. Arden O'Connell. Thank you for joining us today. And we're going to talk a little bit about eating disorders today. Question of eating disorders. Can you give us a little bit of an understanding of the more common eating disorders and how do they manifest?
Sure. So, well, thank you, first of all, both of you, for having me here today. I'm always excited to speak about issues that are important to our company, and eating disorders is one of the more common diagnoses we're seeing, both as a primary diagnosis and as a secondary diagnosis or a co-occurring diagnosis. So the ones that most people think of when they think about eating disorders are anorexia, meaning that you're restricting your food intake, or bulimia, which is typically accompanied by a binging and purging cycle where you're eating large quantities of food and then you're using either laxatives or throwing them up later. There also is a new diagnosis in the DSM-5 for binge eating disorders, which is really around, it really describes people who have a compulsive relationship with food where they're unable to stop eating. So those are the most common, and the statistics are still mostly focused on anorexia and bulimia. It's estimated that about 4% of the population suffers with either